Brand loyalty refers to a consumer marketing segmentation strategy wherein customers choose one brand over all of its competitors in a given product category. Brand loyal consumers develop a psychological attachment to a specific brand and will go out of their way to purchase it, regardless of price or convenience. Brand loyalty offers significant benefits to businesses, namely free word-of-mouth advertising via brand loyal consumers. However, brand loyalty creates several disadvantages for consumers, including higher cost, inconvenience, minimal variety, and brand tribalism. Welcome back to another episode of Living Fire. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. The jewelry in your store might be as beautiful and as well made as the branded names, yet customers will walk past your store to shop for branded merchandise at a store down the street, sometimes paying more for a product no better than the one you carry. A solitaire is a solitaire, but put it into a powder blue colored box and suddenly it has added value. Why? Wearing branded merchandise sets us in a specific economic category, a certain rung on the socioeconomic ladder. It tells others where we are on the economic scale. There is a certain pecking order in society, and wearing branded merchandise tells those with whom we come in contact that we are in a lower group, the same group or a higher socioeconomic group than they are, depending upon the prestige and price point of the items worn. It allows us to feel as though we fit into society and belong to the group. Humans aren't solitary animals any more than monkeys are. Wearing similar and familiar brands helps us to relate to others in the group and feel a part of something larger than ourselves. There is, of course, the sense of pride of ownership. Everyone wants to own beautiful and well-made things, and branded merchandise tends to be of high quality. There is a sense of pride when you walk up to the three-pronged hood ornament that decorates your shiny Mercedes. Each time you shut the car door and hear that classic thud, it gives you the sense that you have purchased a well-made machine. Every morning when you get up and slip that stainless steel and gold watch over your hand and hear it snap solidly onto your wrist, you take a moment just to appreciate its art. Branding takes the thinking out of a purchase. When a man goes shopping for his wife and he knows she likes a certain brand, he doesn't have to think any further than the brand name. Anything that has that particular name on it will please his wife. Our society has turned over thinking to the few designers who rule our fashion world. Individuals no longer think about what good design is or bad. If it has some well-advertised name on it, it must be good. It's gotten to a point that we now wear sweaters with names across the front and no design at all. Let's take a look at some brands. An example is Rolex. Rolex unquestionably is a good product, but they haven't greatly changed their look in years. Many of you may not even know that Rolex makes a line of dress watches. They aren't nearly as popular as their Oyster watch line, which is an immediately recognizable status symbol that tells others we can afford a high-end luxury item. It also, of course, gives the wearer a sense of pride of ownership, which, while it shouldn't be overlooked, consumers also can get from many other fine watch brands not so commercially known or recognized. Pandora has been a phenomenon in recent years, running circles around its competition in the bead market. Pandora is an example of fitting into the group as a brand. People all have a story to tell, and Pandora allows them to do so proudly on their arm. Their recognizable bracelets telegraph to others that they are loved by their families and are a part of something greater than themselves. A woman wearing Pandora can easily relate to and feel kinship with another woman wearing a similar yet still different Pandora bracelet. If you aren't a Pandora dealer but carry other beads, you may have experienced a customer coming in looking for a bead to add to their loved one's bracelet, only to have them leave because the beads you carry aren't from Pandora. The beads you carry might be just as good as or better than Pandora's, yet it's Pandora's they will buy. Purses, too, are the perfect example of branding, placing women in a position on the social ladder. Purses are large and have intrusive names or initials emblazoned across them, and they are put down on the counter right in front of you. Take that, the carrier seems to say, as they plunk down 15 pounds of beige and brown vinyl with leather trim onto your countertop. Young people today want to fit into society as much as any previous generation, but they may do so without the same branding as we've seen in the past. The biggest brand today adorning the younger generation isn't a purse, a car, clothing, or jewelry. It's tattoos. Humans will always want to adorn themselves and will always do something to tell others where on the socioeconomic ladder they fit. Young people are wearing permanent jewelry, ink. You don't have to insure it or worry about losing it. It telegraphs to other young people that you are hip and a part of their generation. It says, I'm cool and I belong, not to my parents' generation, but to the new generation. Branding is a part of our society, and if you don't have branded names in your store, you're going to lose sales to the stores that do carry branded names. Why do consumers prefer branded products? If given the choice to buy, a consumer always prefers a branded product to a lower price non-brand product. Consumers are not concerned about the money they spend for purchasing a branded product, like L'Oreal, Park Avenue, Lakme, Reebok Sportswear, Red Tape Shoes, and Aero Menswear. The reason why they do not prefer a cheaper, non-branded product is because they believe they are of poor quality and affect their status in the society. On the other hand, branded products are presumed to be reliable and high in value. When a customer trusts a brand name product, they are most likely going to purchase the product or service repeatedly. Repeat sales raise the revenue of the company and in turn profits. They leave generic brands way behind in this sense. Some other causes identified behind buying branded products are presumed poor quality of non-branded products, cheaper product image that non-branded products carry, less number of users of non-branded products, non-existent after-sales service of non-branded products, low quality of non-branded products, unavailability of non-branded products across the country, social status attached to branded products. The changing lifestyle and huge disposable income make consumers prefer branded products over non-branded ones. In the present-day competitive business world, branded goods come in wide variety, making it possible for them to face the stiff competition in every segment. Here, companies have to identify competitors and evolve, and adopt a strategy to remain visible. Bringing about brand awareness is a tool used to influence consumer behavior and change customer perception. Companies can make sound marketing decisions based on their knowledge about consumer requirements and perception. A sound understanding of consumer perception is critical to influence consumers, and that is the difference between favorable or unfavorable product image. A study on consumer perception helps to understand the behavior of the customer by indicating consumer expectations. Consumer perception is also important to understand the factors that influence product loyalty. Through perception study, a company finds possible ways to promote its products through effective fulfillment of customer expectations. The disadvantages of branded products are as follows. Cost. Brand loyal consumers typically pay more for their brands. This occurs because brand loyal consumers do not make their purchase decisions according to how much a product costs. Rather, they will spend whatever is necessary to acquire a particular brand. For example, consumers loyal to Apple will pay more to have an Apple computer or mobile device, despite the fact that many other computers and mobile devices are available in this product category, often for hundreds of dollars less. Lack of variety. Another disadvantage of brand loyalty is reduced variety. Because brand loyal consumers will not purchase from their brand's competitors, this means that brand loyal consumers will experience only what one brand in a particular category has to offer, instead of taking advantage of the myriad choices available to them from other brands. Lack of convenience. Brand loyalty creates a certain level of inconvenience for consumers, since brand loyal consumers will not accept substitutes for their brand in the product category. This means that if the brand is sold out or otherwise unavailable from one store, the brand loyal consumer will need to travel out of his or her way to locate the brand from another source. Tribalism. Brand tribalism occurs when brand loyal consumers begin to identify with fellow brand advocates to the exclusion of other people. In certain cases, companies will also cherry-pick the types of people they want to purchase their brands and reject others. The downside here is the sameness that results. Brand tribalism creates a monochromatic group of consumers who look, act, and think the same. Discontinuation. You must also consider the possibility that the manufacturer of your favorite brand could discontinue the product down the line. At some point, the product manufacturer may find that it's no longer financially viable to sell that item and choose to either change the product or eliminate it completely. When you become too attached to one brand that you've purchased for years, it's sometimes difficult to transition to other options. Missing out on features. While the quality of the product you loyally purchase may meet your basic needs, you may limit yourself by remaining loyal to one brand without investigating other choices. You could miss out on a similar product from a different provider that meets your basic needs, plus provides you with additional benefits over your current brand. For instance, if you're loyal to one brand of cereal for its fiber content, you could miss out on a cereal that has the same fiber content, but also provides you with your daily requirement of certain vitamins and minerals. Suggestion: one way to combat these potential disadvantages of remaining loyal to one brand while not giving up your favorite product completely is to purchase trial sizes of competing products. So for instance, keep your favorite shampoo on hand, but purchase a few different trial sizes of competing shampoos to try out at home. If you find that another brand works well or better, you can then purchase the regular size in the future, or keep it in mind as a backup option. And with that, we've reached the end of this episode, all about how brand loyalty is killing your hip pocket. Do you purchase a certain brand? And if so, which is your favorite and why? Get involved and let us know in the comments section down below. If you enjoyed this one and found it helpful, remember to leave a like on the video and to subscribe to Living Fire for even more amazing videos just like this one. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.